Why, hello there. We should all be awake.
In Australia? Wouldn't it only be dinner time out there? Suit yourself. Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be, cranky mate? Hey, wouldn't it be? Aren't you like 12 hours behind, mate? So why don't you in your little Discord there, why don't you all wake the hell up? If you ain't in there causing shit already, why don't you rally up all of your pay-pegs there and then just come on over here and try to start your shit again like you have been for like 3 years, 'cause you're a creepy old man who read my journal of me as a teenager, and like Faith Vickers, you got fucking obsessed with me 'cause you're a creep. We're going to be talking about this again because everybody loves it when I sit here and reiterate the same drama for 3 years, just over and over again. And then they still get it wrong when they talk about it. And there's still a bunch of morons. And no one knows how to research anything. And people will be like, I don't know the people you're talking about, but I think I'm going to do a live stream and talk about you anyway, because I don't know anything that's going on. So I'm just going to like jump on the bandwagon of hating you because it will get me like a bunch of views and clout and donos, which reminds me, please do donate to me. I have an actual broken computer. And unlike these bitches, I actually make real content on here. So donate to me if you want to keep on seeing me spurg online, which apparently you do, because when I don't, you make up lies and stories about me. Like I'm faking my death, or you had me booted off the platform. You know, that kind of thing. Did you guys actually think I would put my Instagram live and like let shit happen? That was cute. I love it when you guys think you have a win. It makes me feel good. Then you get a little bit egotistical and then you start making your mistakes, don't ya? Yes. Don't you? So when you send all of them, when you invest in clobbering time and all your losers down at Teacup, you all send them all to come and report all my pages. We cannot talk about Chris Hansen being a scammer. We cannot talk about how you all messed up the Onision case. But you can all try to blame all this drama on me. Yeah, that's how it goes. Well, not anymore, motherfucker. So this is round 2 of Bells and YouTube Schizophrenic, where we get to hear the story of what happened. What happened? How did this drama start? What was she saying? You know, what's her side of all of this? Because apparently it's the only side we all listen to, because we would rather go and hang out with a 50-year-old, 60-year-old woman that gives tarot card readings and thinks that she actually talks to gods in her living room and can hex and cast spells on people over me. Yep, no, that's what's been going on here. That's what we do. We believe people that think they are magic and talk to gods in their living room, which again, where I come from, that's called schizophrenia. You need to go get some fucking help. We believe those people over someone that just has a trauma disorder from childhood fucking abuse that you guys like to try to like blow up and shit. That's what we do on here in this community over here, I guess. It's now the like, they want to make it the anti-MLM witch pagan community, apparently. I don't know. Bunch of losers. This is going to be part 2. So let's make Bells feel really special, because she wants to be the center of attention all the time. She really wants everyone to talk about her all the time. She wants all the attention. She never wants this drama to die down. They've been sitting there reporting my Instagram, apparently. I can't believe that actually worked. I love my life. And then, yeah, let's just get into it. We'll play the intro to make her feel real good so that she feels like we're making a real video for her, you know? I think these guys have gotten a little bit upset with me because I don't make real videos for them. Poor Bells. I've skipped all this shit about her being in the Navy. That was in the last stream. I've skipped over a bit more. I got to the point where, like I said, she talks about RSN, me, and this drama when it starts. So, again, let's play the intro so that she feels really super special.
'cause, you don't want to make anyone here feel not special. That would be awful. Before we get started, I just want to say I don't see a lot of viewers here right now at 5:30 in the morning on a weekday. And since I'm trying to be so much like these other YouTubers that you all look up to out here so much, and the main one appears to be Real Stream News for some reason, I'm going to pull a Real Stream News. If you don't all share this out right now and get a whole bunch of viewers and people donating in this chat, I'm going to start posting his dick pic, Chris' dick pic. We're going to have Maddie's dick pic all over here. You guys are going to have to see Dark Ninja's dick pic. It's going to be an awful time on the internet. You all are going to want to log off forever. So if I were you, I would, start donating this money in. Y'all owe me about $700 so far. Let's go. Let's play Bells of Nevermore. Because she's actually the world's biggest victim, by the way. I know everyone wants me and Dina to argue over that, but it's not Dina or I, or Muse for that matter, or anyone else. It's this woman. Let's hear what she has to say. Yay. Yay. God.
Be some kind of a shit tablet. We'll talk to them, and if it's bad enough, we'll launch them out. We don't want to have a place where people are being afraid that they get victimized. No.
Yeah. Where drama is discussed, you just have to assume that everything is going to be screenshotted because there's so many flying monkeys, I think they've been referred to as.
Yeah, well, I call them howler monkeys because they don't even have the cool wings. They just sit in trees and make funny noises and occasionally throw shit. So they're howler monkeys, or worse than that.
Yeah. All right. So there was that minor confrontation with Real Streamers, and where did it go from there? Because you were on his streams and stuff like that, promoting your book. That was he was in a relationship with your publisher.
There was one stream where I felt attacked because people were coming at me about the fact that I had fundraisers and about the fact that I was trying to do some fundraising for my wedding, and I lost my temper and I yelled. And that's gotten soundbited all to hell. And there was a lot of, hey, let's make fun of Bells because of that.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I'm the one that clipped that, Bells. There was no making fun of you. We were actually making fun of Arthur because you screamed at him, fuck you, really loud. And it was actually really funny. He should have more people yell that at him at this point, actually. So I love how you try to make it sound like a whole bunch of people did it. It was literally just me. And I posted it up in his Discord, and that was it at this time. So poor Belle's always the victim, the main victim of all the victims, because apparently we don't only do simp wars here, guys. No, we also do victim wars.
But people will flip out. And, I had never realized until that point how fucking shitty YouTube could be because I only had deity. And I thought, okay, well, there's some minor dysfunction. No, there are people on YouTube that will very happily ruin your life.
Yeah.
Like Bells. If she doesn't like you, Bells will call cops on you. She'll call child services on you if you have children. She will sit there flagging every single video you do, every live stream you do. She will flag everything that you do. She'll sit there on your social medias, flagging every single post you make, even if it has nothing to do with her. Avid false flagger. That's what she does. So it's funny to me because one of the people that's given me the most hell out here has been her. One of the most people that have taken it in real life with me the most has been her. So that's interesting, isn't it? The way she used to think and the way she thinks now that Suits groomed her real well, you know? Because you don't only groom children, by the way. Just saying.
Well, like, so sorry. Sorry, yeah, there's a bit of a delay. I'm trying to clear it up here in a second. All right. So like, where did your issues really like begin? Because I know that he was on your stream, promoting your book.
Yeah. Do we remember this happening? Because remember, I don't know Billy the Fridge, right, guys? Right here, there's a perfect comment that I write to Harvard, right here, that says, Harvard, you have been harassing my husband and I since then, even flipped on him in the Billy the Fridge Discord. Because Harvard actually flipped out on my husband in Billy's Discord, just so you know. You're a lying nut who does harassment with Heartbeats, Vanity, and Phoenix, and Kaylee. Stop lying. Still feel that way, by the way. So I just, wanted to point that out, since apparently I don't know Billy the Fridge. Nothing's ever happened around Billy the Fridge. And apparently there's something to do with Billy the Fridge and all this. I don't know. You guys let me know. Remember, he apparently is one of the people that sent Mrs. Parker after me. Because that's what I'm supposed to believe.
Like, where did the second falling out happen?
There's been multiple falling out. There's been so many of them, in fact, that it's a little, again, memory gaps because of stress. The first falling out happened because, he just really let that thing, let that stream go too far and then was making fun of me. And another falling out happened because Agaya, who
remember, Bells can have memory gaps, but I can't with my mental
and I hope
health.
she's okay.
Just remember that.
Agaya and I had confronted him about shit that he's allowed to happen, some of the toxic shit that he's allowed to happen. And he actually allowed somebody to stream as we were streaming and was laughing at the horrendous bullshit this person was spewing. And, this person's like, demanding that I admit, that I forget even what it was he was demanding. I think he was demanding that I admit that I was stolen valor or some shit like that. And he kept sending people from his community over into that particular stream chat and creating a situation. And I was traumatized, and Gaia was furious. She lost her temper. That was the second falling out.
For the timeline. So the second falling out occurred when he started to include the suit yourself.
Oh yeah, can we just bring up that Agaya is actually Ani? I just thought that would be important.
Community suit yourself was coming onto his stream.
I was trying not to mention names, but since you've said it, yes.
Well, it's in the title, so.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because I'm not looking at the chat. If I look at the chat, I'm sure I'm going to get mad and get dysregulated and have to bail. For those that are watching,
I didn't put.
Now you're dropping out.
Yeah, you were dropping out too. All right, I didn't put deity's name, but I did put Queen Arisons and Suits. Since I figured those would be the ones we're really discussing the most likely.
Yes.
And
that's going to be difficult for me, especially the suit stuff.
Yeah, but let's
I will give it my old college try.
Yeah.
I ask that people that are watching this stream, please engage your compassion and actually listen to what I say instead of looking for things to make fun of. Y'all
Yeah.
are grown.
Let's just back up just a little bit here.
Right.
Like,
That's awesome. So awesome. Coming from the woman that had no problem sitting with this man on streams and tearing me up, tearing up my husband who shouldn't know, talking smack on my minor child. You know, yeah, guys, no, just have compassion. Have compassion when everyone else tells you their story, except me, right, though, right? When it comes to me, we just look for all the things wrong with what I'm saying, what I'm doing, ways to twist what I'm saying, ways to weaponize the information. But let's all listen to the number one victim on the internet.
you were still good with Real Stream News. Is that when you met Queen of Spade, most likely?
I met Queen of Spades while I was in RSN's chat. I was in his Discord. And she approached me and we kind of struck up what I thought was going to be a friendship. And the stuff about the grifting and everything else was getting really serious. And I
just want to remind everyone I never struck up a fucking friendship with this lady. Everyone knew I hated this lady. CJ came to me and he was like, Bells won't stream with me again after the first stream where she went off about Holly Undead and said a bunch of bad stuff about her and it pissed everyone in my chat off and you got mad at her. She's blaming it all on you. And she says you have to be nice to her or else she's not going to get me the book deal. And she's not going to help me. And she's not going to do all this stuff for me. And I have to make her a lol cow and get all this shit out of her. So can you please just be nice to her? If you're nice to her, everyone else will be nice to her too. For whatever reason they copy you, I don't know. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll be nice to her. When all this shit started with Suit, we weren't friends, lady. You were being, really weird, and you had, made a Discord and then tried to add me in as a mod to try to, manipulate me onto your side. And I was like, I don't want anything to do with this lady. I'm just trying to be nice to you. You tried to cozy up to me because these guys told you to, right? I mean, when are we going to admit that this whole thing has just been one big troll op this whole time with all of you? I'm getting tired. And just, stop fake fighting. It's really annoying. All of you are friends. Just cut the crap.
I had a fight with Suit Yourself in RSN's chat where I was talking about 3 sample chapters from Hellscape that I'd put in there for people to decide whether or not they wanted to read it. And he said that there was a typo in it. And I said, oh, really? Where? And he goes, well, you use your 165 IQ to find it. And this is after jumping all over my shit for using Word, which is an industry standard. He was trying to kind of push me toward Open Office. I don't like Open Office. The interface is kind of fucky to me, and it's just not my favorite. And that's all I said is, oh no, Open Office, hiss, we hates it forever. I was playing around, and I was trying to be cool. And I wasn't upset with him at that point. But when he started really,
No, Bells, yeah, you're totally cool. You didn't completely re-out and then throw a big flip show and then leave the Discord at all. No, you were fine. You were totally cool. You didn't write me a message right after that. All Suit Yourself's attacking me. And now he says he's gonna dream about me and he's gonna destroy my life. And 3 years of this bitch and her friends, motherfuckers. Imagine 3 years of having to deal with this thing, okay? Imagine. I'll say yes, only 165.
The sarcastic, demeaning shit. I said, you know what? I'm not doing this with you. And I left. I left the server because I was still on good terms with RSN, and I didn't want to cause a big toxic fight in his server. I wasn't thinking about me. I was thinking about CJ and about, dude, he doesn't deserve this. He's not even here to stop it.
Yeah.
And there are
And
no
then
other moderators stepping in to stop it. It's a bye.
I think that he, in particular, sort of encourages that stuff to happen because he can then cover it as content.
Yes, he does. Yes, it becomes content for him.
Yeah. But
Last screenshots, because I know he sure did it with a couple of mine. So I left, and then I find out later, and
This is a great stream to react to. This is my favorite part. I wish I could see Harvard in here, because then you see her threatening that she's going to take a recording that they have of me and RSN to the court case, okay? I don't even know if these motherfuckers were in a court case. I think it was all planned drama. Like I said, how else did that recording get out when it was just us two in the chat? People are idiots, okay? We've seen how they are. There's no way that they hacked it or were in there listening or whatever. I mean, look at them. They can't even formulate sentences properly. So they're literally trying to, from the moment I log on here, get me involved in Harvard's and RSN's court case, right? When I want nothing to do with court cases. Sounds familiar. A lot like how Dina's trying to attach me to her stuff with Harold. Isn't that what you guys do out here? Is you try to get people to take each other to court? You got some Susie Woozy Woo girl right now writing me to stick up for Dina, telling me that I should be taking everybody to court. It's great. I love you guys and your court shit.
this is the first time any of this had ever been done to me. I find out later that from Queen, who I did not know this at the time, was helping him do it. I find out that from Queen, that Suit Yourself is planning to drop that first video about me. And
this is Belle's first lie. And this is how I know that this was a troll op and that these people were working together like this whole time. Because that's not what happened. I didn't tell her that. Real Stream News went up on a live stream, announced it, and then Suit actually had a big meltdown on me. And I have the text messages of this. I've gone through them before. Suit had a big meltdown with me about how he was all pissed off that CJ had shared it on the stream and he hadn't done like an ad for it or anything for it yet. It was just an idea for him. So now he felt like he actually had to hurry up and put it together because CJ announced it on his stream. I never told her that. She was already flipping out about this video and saying it was going to destroy her life. So then I was like, yeah, he does say, am I supposed to lie to the woman? No, like I said, tried to help her prove she was a veteran. That wasn't good enough. And then she was going to off herself. And then me reaching out to her, trying to help her, being worried about her was all bad. Very, very bad. Very bad of me. I'm an awful person for that. Next time, I should just let people stream about her and make fun of her for it. That's better. You see, I'm learning how to be a good person from all these people online that give me such great advice. Great unsolicited advice. I love it.
she was letting on like she was friends with him. I'm begging her, please do something to stop him. And she was like, oh, well, I can't stop him. He's just going to make a video and tee hee hee. And
tee hee hee. Again, what was I supposed to do to stop Sue? I love how all these people, in order to put all this drama on me, literally this is how they did it. They were like, oh yeah, no, it's Queen. They just pretended it was me instead of RSN that announced it on a fucking live stream, which I, again, have all the proof of. Do I have to go through all of that again? It'll take me a little bit. I could probably put it together by the end of tomorrow, though. And also, then she just literally says that I'm supposed to be in charge of Sue and his channel. Yep. So when I was friends with all these people, I was apparently in charge of all of their channels and what they put on them. I know that CJ and Suit started to think that they could tell me what to do on mine, and I was very against that. I don't work for these motherfuckers. I work for myself. This is the Queen of Spade channel, not Queen of Spade brought to you by RSN or brought to you by Suit Yourself. I don't take demands. I'm sorry. I'm going to put whatever I want on my channel. If I want to talk about myself, I will. You're not going to tell me I can't. Sorry, not your channel. I don't tell other people what to do with their channels either. But apparently, I was supposed to stop this video. And apparently, I was also Queen of Suit. Yep, no, apparently I ran Suit at that time. And all I had to do was tell him to stop making that Bells video. And he would have. But wait, I did say that. And he didn't. And then I got mad at him for continuing to make it. And he continued. And then he sent me the link. And I even told him I didn't want to watch it because I was so mad at him for making it. Huh, wow, Bells, that's fucking weird. How you gonna explain that? All my fault, huh? Mm-hmm.
I'm spiraling.
From what I understand, like from other things I've heard, is that he hadn't actually planned to make it. He was just saying he was to see what you would do. That is what I've heard. Is that he hadn't actually planned to. He wanted a reaction first.
At that point, I had blocked him, and I was trying to walk away. Huh?
I think he said that in the video. Actually, is that he hadn't. Is that when he wanted to see your reaction before he made his video.
Well, he sure got a reaction, all right, because I was already dealing with the grifter bullshit and people hitting me with shit from all sides because of, the whole deity frobus.
And
the way Queen was phrasing it, she was making it sound like it was going to be exactly what it turned out to be. And I was telling her, look, I feel like I'm being violated. I feel like what you're saying is, oh, well, he's only going to rape you a little bit. It's only going to be a couple of pumps and then it'll be all over. And meanwhile, she's digging stuff up off of.
Yeah, you heard that right. This bitch actually tried to compare Suit doing a video on her to being raped. To me, of all people. To me. Yep. Went on and on and on about it. Went into detail about it. Went on and on and on. It was so disgusting. And I tried to hand other people. I was like, can someone else please try to calm her down? Like, I need someone else. Like, I cannot talk to her. She's like suicidal. She's talking all this crazy shit. Like, I'm getting real fucking triggered. One of you have to do it now. Listen, okay? I told CJ I would talk to her and calm her down. And I've done my part. I said I would make sure that she wasn't mad at him. And I did. Okay, see, hear her here? She's still not mad at him here. She's still not mad at him today. He's perfect to her. Everything's great. See, I keep my promises. Just no one else keeps theirs. So, that's how this began. We weren't off to a good start, Bells. You should have known better. You literally used rape trauma to trigger me because you thought that I could stop Sue. And I can't. I don't control Suit. I don't control CJ, and I never did. Like, what was I supposed to do? I love how I am the controller of all of the men. All of the incel men on the internet. Yep, no, I control all of them. Did you guys hear? I even control Dark Ninja, Tragic. I control Jesse. I control Spurg. I control all of them. Yeah, me, Queen Bitch. Remember, I am the head of the Cambodian Hells Angels child sex trafficking, atheist, MLM cult, gang, mob, mafia. I really have to write it down somewhere so that I could say it better. I'm so sorry.
Of fucking Pinterests of mine that are from 2007 and taking my poor little kitten's picture, because the first night I got her, she was cuddled up on my shoulder and was staring at me with this.
I have shared a screenshot 100 times of the fact that it was actually Suit that sent me that picture. I didn't send it to him. He sent it to me. So then he's telling her now that it's all me. RSN's telling her it's all me. Right? They have done nothing wrong, even though Suit's the one that attacked her. CJ's the one that wanted to stream her suicide ideations. They've done nothing wrong. This is all because of me. Right? Yeah. No, this wasn't a troll up from the beginning at all.
very intense look, which she still does. It was past tense, was my favorite picture of us together. And he took that picture and he used it on a bunch of streams. And, you know, throw whatever shit you want at me, but Jesus Christ, leave Lethea out of it. Pets and kids are off limits. And that was one of the things that led me, you know, and I know people are going to be like, oh, well, it's just a cat. Not to me. My cats are my world. They're often what keeps me afloat. And that was the first time that I had a suicidal episode. And
you share that with Queen, right?
Huh?
You confided that with Queen, because that's what I was leading to. That Queen leaked that, right? Queen shared that with people.
The Queen dropped it into my Discord, and then CJ picked it up and ran with it. Not cool.
Well, that's weird, Bells. Because that's not what you say today. Today you tell everyone that I sent it to CJ and didn't put it in your Discord, and that I'm the one that told him to stream it, right? That's the new story. It really sucks that this stream exists here, since you've all changed the story 500 times since then. Darn. Stupid YouTube schizophrenic, not being controlled by you guys, and deciding to log off the internet instead. So he never deleted all the videos on all of you. What a bellend.
A complete bellend, I say. He's a complete bellend, that YouTube schizophrenic.
Sorry, I had to have a suit moment, because, you know, everybody stands that dude here. Apparently I should start posting up Bubbles Lolly all over my Discord for respect too, but, you know, I don't really think that CP is edgy humor like all these guys do.
Not even a little bit cool. And meanwhile, I'm dealing with, you know, the fact that I've called 911, and I don't have time to address any of this shit because I've got police officers and paramedics in my house deciding whether they're going to pull me out and take me to the VA and hospital of the VA, or whether, holy shit, we've got a pandemic going on. Holy shit, you have no one to look after the cats that are your, you know, a huge part of your support network. And, you know, the decision was made to put me on a really restrictive safety contract, which was for 90 days. And it, you know, just kick back, you know, look back to June 21st. That's when it ended. I didn't even have, you know, I had no sharps in the house. I had one knife to cook with, and I had to.
Listen, Hogan, in the chat. Don't you dare say that that one's on CJ. Nothing is his fault. Nothing is ever Suit's fault. These men are, and West Most, they're all absolute wonderful specimens of men. That all the men on the internet, they're the Chads, if you will. All the men on the internet want to be just like them. I mean, Bell's even called Real Stream News an alpha during this. You see? Nothing's ever their fault. From now on, everything that these people have ever done is apparently my fault. Remember? Come on, Hogan. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Begged to keep that. It was my smallest chef knife. You know, anything that they could see that was a potential danger to me got pulled out. And that means shit like this. This stuff is a toxic motherfucker. That's leather glue.
Was this before his video came out?
Stuff like that got taken out of the house. Never mind me. I just hit my kid.
Was this before Suit's video came out?
I think it was concurrent. It might have been slightly before. But Queen gassed me up good. I'm not going to scare the screens because share the screens because they're very, very painful for me. But she gassed me up, but good. She had me convinced that the video was already being worked on, which in a way it was, because she was digging around trying to find shit out about me. like off my business page, off this old Pinterest of mine, any place where she could find a less than flattering picture, she did it.
Okay, I wanna share this because Queen is in the chat freaking out as
Lie, 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 lie. I still have all the screenshots, and I've shared them, all my screenshots with Susan. Then you will see he's the one that's sending me the pictures. I love how you all try to change this around. It makes me so happy now. A little song. I'll dedicate it to you, Samantha, Nocera. Remember when you published your book in your name and then you went on CJ's stream and you were like, I'm undoxable. My name is Samantha Nocera. Nobody will dox me. And then you've spent over 2 years now complaining about how me and apparently Righty and whoever else you could are doxing you. Do you remember? No? Oh, okay. I just thought I'd give you a little reminder, you know.
I'm sure you can. I'll just leave that to your imagination.
Yes. You know, Queen, I'm sorry to say something like this, but you need more help than I got that time.
Okay, I'll read this real quick. Queen says that she sent Suit your Instagram, which you sent me, and your veteran cards, and told you that I was sending it to Suit.
Well, that's because Suit was on with the damn Soul and Valor stuff. And again, let's repeat after me. I don't have an
Once again, these are the cards that I apparently doxed her with. The ones that she sent to CJ to put on a live stream, sent to Suit to put on a live stream, right? Long before I ever posted them anywhere. Even as our conversation. So, why did Suit and CJ dox Bells of Nevermore, guys? That was awful of them to do. How dare they?
Instagram. Bitch, what you shared was off of Pinterest from 2007, which means that you were doing some.
I don't have Pinterest. I don't have Pinterest. Never found her Pinterest. Legit only knew she had an IG because she was like harassing me on it. Yeah, this bitch that night right away started harassing me on it. That's the only reason why I knew. She has been harassing me on it for ages. Literally found one IG of hers. That's it. That's it. And I'm not even the one that sent the cat picture. That was Sue. Sue actually sent it to me. I've shared that screenshot. But apparently everyone's gone blind, deaf, and dumb. But I think they were always dumb.
Digging, trying to find, things that Suit could use for content.
Okay, so you do not have an Instagram. Okay.
I do not have an Instagram.
Okay.
I have one, but it's got like one picture on it. I never use it. I hate Instagram because I don't live on my phone like that. You can't really upload stuff with Instagram unless you use your phone to do it. And hence I don't like it.
Oh.
So, I pretty much use just Facebook, Discord. I don't have that many social media things.
I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and not look at the screen. I'm going to pop this up just because I can't believe this was just said in my chat, but I don't think you want to read it.
Oh, I'm going to read it. Do it.
Okay. Go ahead. Jesus Christ.
Okay, Queen. Let's just say the feeling is mutual. For you to say that, I can't help you. I can't help you. For you to say something that vile, that demeaning.
All of you wishing death on me, though, for the past 2.5 years is totally fine, right? Right? Yeah? Yeah? How about this? What if I regret it still? Because honestly, Bells, if I had just told you to go ahead with it and then not tried to help you, none of this shit would have happened, right? Everything would have been fine if I had never talked to you that night. And then I just stayed over with Suit and CJ making fun of you the whole time and helping them tear you up and shit. Instead, everything would have been fine. My family wouldn't have been doxxed. You wouldn't have called CAS on me 500 times, you know? All this stuff wouldn't happen. You're literally sitting here lying and putting all the stuff that Suit did onto me so that you can go buddy up with Sue and CJ, because that was the plan with this the entire time. I don't know why all of you won't just admit that this has been a giant troll up since the fucking beginning. Like, you're a bunch of pussies. Just say it. Like, I literally have screenshots of all of you men talking to each other, talking about how you're trying to get different girls' nudes off them and shit, calling them sluts and shit when you do it. So you might want to start admitting to this shit, guys. I'm just saying. That goes for all of you. But just especially you, CJ. Why don't you just admit it, right? Didn't you guys all plan this New Year's Eve? In that Discord call? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Here's one, since you record everything. Hey, why don't you release that Discord call from New Year's Eve 2019 to 2020? That was in your Discord, CJ? Yeah, you guys record everything, right? You have all the evidence on me. Record everything that we've ever spoken about, right? That's how one of them got leaked. So, go ahead and release it. You know? Release that voice chat. Show me how wrong I really am, why don't you? That should prove to me you're not a rapist. Why don't you try that one?
Meaning that harmful to another human being proves every damn thing that everyone has been saying about you, bitch. Okay, you hope, you wish I.
Oh, well, remember that. Well, Mrs. Parker is wishing for me to OD. And remember that. Well, all of you are wishing death on me. And remember that. Well, you were threatening to come to my place and, like, hit me and shit, and then seem to think that it wasn't a threat because you were in a wheelchair. And then you sit here and say, I try to use my fucking health and mental health as an excuse. Yeah, this lady. This lady.
I died? Well, I hope somebody takes your child away. I hope that somebody just completely snowballs your life. I hope you get put up on charges.
Well, that's really funny, Bells, considering that after this stream, you literally called child services on me, what, 10 times now? 15 times now? Hey, isn't this exactly what you've been doing, right? Let's just hear it again. I think we need to hear that again. Hear the threat again, right? It's like I said, you all threaten me before you do it to me. Right? And then you wonder how I know what you're going to do? Because you literally told me. Right, Bells? Did you forget? Well, that's your fault. I mean, again, I can't help you with your memory. I'm not allowed to have a bad memory because of trauma or like childhood trauma or whatever. I'm not allowed. People with PTSD have amazing memories. We have amazing memories. We remember everything. We love to sleep every night, for example. Sleeping is our favorite thing with this disorder. We love it. People with PTSD don't try to not sleep sometimes, you know, because it's too hard for us. No, we love it. We love sleeping and all the other stuff, you know, right? We got to worry about you though, Bells. Let's hear again though what you had to say right before you turned around and did it all to me, right? And you're still going, all of you. Yep. All right. Let's hear it again.
Pretty much use just Facebook, Discord. I don't have that many social media things.
I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and not look at the screen. I'm going to pop this up just because I can't believe this was just said in my chat, but I don't think you want to read it.
Oh, I'm going to read it. Do it.
Okay. Go ahead. Jesus Christ.
Okay, Queen. Let's just say the feeling is mutual. For you to say that, you know, I can't help you. I can't help you. For you to say something that vile, that demeaning, that harmful to another human being proves every damn thing that everyone has been saying about you, bitch. Okay, you hope, you wish I died? Well, I hope somebody takes your child away. I hope that somebody just completely snowballs your life. I hope you get put up on charges, and I hope you go to jail because, bitch, you deserve to. End of the queen discussion. Okay, please. Because I think
we can move on now.
She's hoisted.
Yeah, Bells, am I supposed to go to Guantanamo Bay with Harold? Eh? Is that what you and TCAP and all you are trying to set up right now, right? Yeah, trying to drag me into Dina's case. Since you couldn't drag me into Harvard's case, that part didn't work, right? Been out here trying to get me to press charges. I love it when you all threaten me with what you're going to do to me, and then you try to do it. It's not that successful. You tried your best, you know? Like, you called CAS on me like 15 times. I still have my kid. You all sent women to, like, try to hit on my man. Sent guys to try and hit on me. We're still together. Right? Right. You tried everything, right? You called cops on me a bunch with Jesse and Kaylee. Right? Right. So, like, this is what I mean. But now you're out here and you're pretending like you guys haven't done anything to me. Let's watch the rest now. This has been so much fun.
Herself by her own petard. You know, you probably ought to hide her because she's not doing this stream any favors.
Move on. I think we're still in the real stream news stuff. I think to an extent, we can sort of. Like so at that point he puts your the post of you talking about your suicide up on the stream like that, blasts it publicly, which just makes it 10 times what it already was.
Of course. It's dangerous.
And then suit yourself at that point drops his video. And I know that you feel as though he's out to ruin. He says in the video at least that he's not out to ruin your life. But what about the video bothered you in particular? That bothered you? Like
I didn't watch the video. I didn't watch all of it. I saw just enough to realize I'm already with shaky mental health. If I watch this, if I watch even a part of this, I'm going to be at the VA in One West because I will not be able to handle this. And the other contributing thing is I mentioned it to my psychiatrist, and he's a zero nonsense bastard. And he goes, if you watch that video, then you and I are going to have a problem. And I will try to get you put in the hospital. So don't. Wow. He says, because that's exactly like if you had a substance use problem.
I want to pose something to you. Is it possible that maybe it's been gassed up to you a little bit? Because I watched the video several times. I watched it just before doing the stream.
That's definitely a possibility. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah, because
my mental health was shaky as fuck.
The thing is about the video is most of the video I feel like is like him editing clips of you saying things like 165 IQ and like the story about your Egyptology professor. A lot of that's like edited together. Oh, yeah. Some fucking refugee become scum, something like that. Calling
I don't remember that. I don't even remember.
It's just I don't even know where all this from. I don't even remember on streams, but
a lot of it was ripped from CJ's streams, and all of this is the thing. This is the thing that press does a lot. You can take what someone says and piece it together out of context and make it look like anything that you want. Like somebody is going to probably take this stream and edit a bunch of stuff together out of context and probably try to make me look bad.
Yeah. Well, at least in the video, I felt like it was done a lot for comedy, and I think this is a good segue. Let's talk about like one of the things he accused you of was stolen valor, which is probably the most serious thing that the video says.
Yes, and that's not true. And you saw that screenshot that I sent you that has Department of Defense all the fuck over it.
You said you wanted to have that up on stream. Is that a thing you want to do?
Please do.
Give me just a minute. I gotta pop it up.
So if I play this stream now of them now showing the stuff that I apparently doxed, is this now redoxing Bells? I'm just wondering, because this stream was also before the subreddit, so I'm just wondering, you know, because apparently I'm the one that docs this information about her, but again, CJ put it on a stream, Sue put it on a stream, now this guy's putting it on a stream, all before I posted it anywhere, so I'm just wondering, right? I'm just wondering. Oh, well, let's find out. I say we find out. Who cares, right? Who cares? I'm supposed to be more mean. I'm so sorry. I forgot. Who the fuck cares if this bitch even gets doxxed? And who the fuck cares if she goes off and kills herself? Right, guys? Yeah. And now I'm more like you, see?
Now I'm more like you. Now you can stop attacking me because I'm being just like you on the internet. And if I'm more like me and less like you all get really mad.
Let's see it.
You have to teach me how to do that because I don't know how. I'm so lame. I'm so busy writing that, you know, this tech stuff. I like, it gets kicked by the wayside. And then I was so damn sick for months that I wasn't doing fuck all except writing.
Yeah. While we're waiting for me to pop the screenshot, we can also discuss another accusation. Yeah, I can confirm that your boyfriend, I believe it was, right? Your partner exists.
Yes. I mean, he was on a stream of mine. There are 20 zillion pictures I have of this man, both with us together and also alone. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All this is fine. I don't need to redact anything or.
Go ahead and post it up. Everybody knows my real damn name anyway. My social's not on there.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Bells. What was that? Post it up. Everyone knows your full name anyway. Oh, okay. So then again, how do you get doxxed? I'm just wondering. Let me know. Just let me know.
I'm Samantha Nocera, and I write books. Buy them.
Yes, and Apollo is real. If people claiming that he is fake, you're not just denying that her partner is real. You're denying him his personhood at this point.
Yes. Which and I wonder, if there's maybe some little shadowy racism, creeping in there. We are a biracial couple. And I know that people have that really internalized and try to hide it.
I think that it's more so about the fact that they know it bothers you. That the fact that they can say, oh well, they don't exist.
Intellectually, I know that, but remember, at the time this stuff was being said, my mental health was super shaky. You notice there, it's a little cut off there, but it says Department of Defense, and it shows what my rate was, and it shows. What theater of conflict I was in, namely, Gulf War I. This is proof. Fuck you. I was in the Navy. I went, for those that were watching that are actually American, I know that America's not the world. But for those of you that are American citizens, I went over there and got my mind and my body all fucked up for you. The least you could do is throw me a fucking bone. I'm Petty Officer Nocera. I served in the Gulf War. My back is in ruins. My mind is in ruins because I did.
Yeah, you even mentioned in one of
You heard it here, guys. She served in the Gulf War. The Gulf War. The Gulf War that happened when Saddam Hussein was blowing stuff up, okay? In the Navy. That's what she did. The Gulf and the Navy, Anyway, okay, sorry. Let's just keep going.
One of your streams that you had a part in Desert Storm specifically?
We're not going to discuss anything about that. We're not going to discuss anything that happened in the Gulf.
Okay, I'm just saying that, like, just for context.
It is also very painful for me, partly because people are being twats about it.
Yeah, so remember, she fought in all that. And remember, at the beginning of all this, if you watch the last one that I made, the last stream we did reacting to her, she starts off by talking about how, they were all scared to get blown up because of Saddam Hussein. So, she was in the Navy, in the Gulf, during Desert Storm, in the water, during Desert Storm, okay? So put respect on her for that, would ya? Yup. Excuse me a moment. We are just having some technical difficulties. I'm not really sure what happened. Apparently I touched the screen, and then everything went insane. As is my life.
However, it wasn't Desert Storm that screwed me this far up. It wasn't. It was Mount Pinatubo. I can't even calculate the human suffering I saw. People didn't have, not only did people not have food, they didn't have water to drink. There were riots on the piers. There were people actually trying to come up the brow of the ship just to get a swallow of water. We were doing the best we could to run water down, and people were mobbing the stations where you could come up and fill up your jugs. Part of how my back got screwed up is I took a piece of PVC piping and I had it across my shoulders, milkmaid style, with a fucking 5-gallon container of water on each side, running it up and down. And that's how I fucked my neck up. I have had surgery on my neck because of this. I joined the Navy because I give a shit and I wanted to save lives and I wanted to represent the United States in a positive way. Do I care about the government specifically? Fuck no. It's the land. It's people on the land. I did everything I could.
A lot of soldiers will probably agree with that they're fighting for the people, not necessarily.
I love you, honey. It was an honor to serve.
So going on from that point, the first video comes out and is where are you at that point after his video is released? You've had it probably gassed up to you to an extent.
It was. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was.
Yeah. Right, where do we go
nightmares, from there? Panic attacks, continual suicidal ideation. At one point, picking up a 50-foot Cat 5 cable and tying a hangman's noose in it. Looking at this shit. There's a reason I have my barge adhesive out. Looking at that shit, actually debating drinking it. Looking at, the leather dye is like way over there because it's in a box where my friend brought it back to me. I couldn't have my leather working chemicals like dyes and adhesives. Thinking about drinking indigo dye, like blue dye, and that stuff is toxic.
Mm-hmm.
I was willing to do fucking anything to get out of the pain because I felt so depersonalized, dehumanized, degraded. One of the biggest things that can hurt a human psyche is shame or fear of being ashamed. I want to show you something. There's a reason my camera and my lighting is the way it is because it shows off all the gray. You notice how there's more gray like here than there is here. And we're not even talking about the stuff where it's dyed. I'm above that. There's a little bit of silver here. Stress does cause gray hairs. Another thing that stress causes? It can cause your kidneys to shut down. And that's one of the reasons I was gone for a few months. My kidney function is at 70%. We're hoping that they're going to rally. But I had an infection that landed me in the hospital for 3 days. It was a resistant, bacterium. And it happened more than once. And a couple of these were life-threatening because my immune system wasn't rallying because I was so stressed out. It affected my heart. One of the times that I went in there, they're like, your potassium is so low that you're about to have a cardiac episode. I have potassium supplements. There was no reason it should be happening. And then I come to find out from my urologist that, you know what? Stress will fuck up every part of your body, especially your kidneys.
And this is from the internet stuff exclusively. You don't have anything else going.
Specifically that. Continual assault on my reputation.
One video made about her. So because she's mad at me over that, she decides that they're going to make videos about me. They're going to do 12-hour videos. They're going to do 6-hour videos. They're going to do 10-hour videos. They're going to sit here for 2.5 years attacking me. Because once again, apparently she wants my kidneys to stop working. Right? I mean, apparently stress is something that really messes with your psyche. And Bells is a psychiatrist too, probably, since she was also in Desert Storm. So we really got to make sure, we respect her and all that. She would know. She would know all about this. We should definitely listen to her. She knows all about the stress that you could put on someone to cause them to have physical damage to themselves. Which I'm assuming is what you guys are trying to cause on me now, right? Right? Because we already heard you threaten me in this. That you were going to try and get my kid taken away and all this. Yep. Cool. All right. Let's just keep on going, Bellsy. Ballsy, Bellsy.
People, and I've forgiven my Wiz for this. He's the wonderful Wiz that was.
Oh,
We
I know what you're about to say.
completely hashed it out. He is an amazing man. And anybody, if you don't like him, fuck you. He's an amazing human being. And he approached me to apologize. He approached me to make it right. And he has been steadfast as a friend ever since then. So
This was all fake drama. Bells and Sue and Real Stream News planned this. There were people that left that community that originally thought it was scripted. Because all of you script drama together to attack one person, right? Right. Why are you pretending that then you had to make up after this? Sue does not reach out to anyone to apologize for shit. And that's where you fucked up your story, Bells, if you wanted to know. And you fucked it up on this day, too. I've known about this whole time, been waiting for all of you to be honest and admit it. So like I said, whenever you're ready, I'm all ears. But you can keep lying until then, since you're all a bunch of pussies. It might take a while.
So yeah, he destroyed my book and he was an asshole. And he left a bad review and he took it down. But the other reason the book got taken down was there were other reviews being posted. And a lot of them Amazon didn't let through, but some of them they did. Some of them my publisher caught. I had to take my book down because people were assaulting my work. Now, I'm not allowed to have fundraisers, but I'm not allowed to write books either. Excuse me. You got to pick one, dude.
Now, one of the accusations leveled against you in that video is, did you leave a review for your own book that was 5 stars?
No.
Never under any stock accounts? Never?
Absolutely never.
Okay.
And, okay, I'm going to get serious here. That axe, it's a very, very important heathen symbol. I swear on this axe and upon my dedication to Odin, the Allfather, I never put a review on my own fucking book.
Okay.
Ever. Because
So
it's unprofessional as hell.
okay. Well, the reason I say is in the video they have screenshots from someone named Steel Hyena, which they say is a pseudonym.
Well, they do, but there's more than one person that's using that name. I
Okay,
know
is that that's a common
we're
name?
not friends anymore because of this, because they were going around using my tag.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. They
So,
caused me a lot of shit, and I couldn't get Amazon to take take that particular review down.
mhm. Well, I'm trying to think about what else was going on with the book stuff. Oh, your book trailer itself, following this, like you launched the trailer for your book, and
Yes, and
would you say
Morrison actually
it got bombed, and they had to you had to take it down as well?
no, it was the book I had to take down.
Oh, okay.
It was the whole ass book, and there was
Okay.
a minor
Sorry, guys.
formatting
Sorry,
problem.
I hadn't talked in a little while, and since I'm trying to emulate and be more like the YouTubers who you all want me to look up to, like Sue and RSN and Wes and stuff, since I gotta be more like them, I thought I would pull an RSN and just, I don't vape. So I had to just kind of breathe into the microphone, because apparently it's transformative content if you just sit on your stream and look at nudes on your phone and vape while you're playing something. Who knew, right? So, well, I guess I could look at all your people's dick pics, but I really don't want to. My husband's sleeping with the kiddo right now. Don't want to bother him. Damn, I have no porn for this, so I can only do it half-ass. I hope that suffice. Does that sound kind of like, yeah, no? Okay, just don't let me know.
In the Kindle edition, that could have been solved in a couple of days. But the book has been down this long because we were waiting to lose some of the heat. But since then, and there's another thing I have out on purpose. You don't get this edition of cognitive processing unless you're in what now? Well, I suck at this. See that word? Since I've been working in this therapy,
Is the military and the Navy the same thing in the U.S.? I'm just wondering because it's different here, so I'm just, maybe just let me know in the chat or, don't. Just keep lurking. Keep lurking. Yeah, do that instead. Yeah. We don't want to pop into the chat and then have to admit our wrongs now, do we? Trolls, that would be awful.
things have gotten a lot easier for me because it dovetails in with the dialectical behavior therapy that I've had. And it kind of untangles some of the distorted thinking, the stuck points, stuff like that, where you're letting your trauma talk for you instead of letting your intellect, what DBT calls wise mind.
You said it also affects your body language, that it can throw a body language reading off track.
Well, actually, what affects my body language is I'm on the autism spectrum, and I also have PTSD.
Remember, everybody, Bells is the main victim here. Okay, not me, not Dina. Bells is the main victim at all times, okay? Because she doesn't just have PTSD like Dina and I. Okay, no. She also has autism. Oh, wait. Don't I also fucking have autism? I just found out. Shit, what are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do now? I think we're tied, Bells. I think we're tied. How long was the war? I'm just wondering. Because I was abused for the first 26 years of my life. So I'm just kind of wondering, was the war 26 years? Desert Storm on the Gulf? when Saddam Hussein was coming? You know, just wondering.
And some of the things that you see from me are because I look up hypervigilance. That can throw your body language, and boy, howdy, can autism do it. So, and also, frankly, I'm not entirely comfortable with this, the quote unquote science of body language, because that can be thrown from anything from my issues to, you know, just the fact that some people aren't as good at it as they think they are. They're not qualified to do it. I'm not going to get into, I'll tell you this in private. I'm not going to get into the things that I know and the suspicions that.
So I guess AKA Mugnuts then, when he did the body language reading during that 5-hour video that we all did saying that Arson was innocent, you just watched that whole thing the whole time thinking it was bullshit? I'm just wondering, Bells. I'm just wondering, you know, did you sit there the whole time and you were like, oh man, I don't believe in this body language expert. He's definitely a rapist, but I'm still going to go be his best friend and help him threaten revenge porn and attack this woman on the internet for like 3 years because she didn't stop Suit from making a video on me because she controls Suit yourself. Interesting.
I have about that being involved with everything, because that's going to open cans of worms I don't think either of us need. And frankly, I'm too angry to be fair about it, and I will just wind up ranting, and you know, ranting gets me in trouble.
Mm-hmm. And so like how many, like from your perspective, how many videos or streams were made?
About me?
Yeah, just like, how many do you think were made? Like how many were you told were made?
Shit. The only thing that I know is that he was using my face or caricatures of me on all kinds of shit. I want to say there were like, you know, between 5 and 10 videos or streams where I get talked about a lot, and then it didn't happen for a while, and then it started happening again. And frankly, I think it's because his game streams aren't making him enough views.
Okay. Well,
how pathetic.
My gaming streams don't give me any views. But
yeah, well, I don't stream my games because frankly, I don't want somebody getting all up into what I do on No Man's Sky.
His gaming streams still aren't doing good, especially on Twitch. You should look him up on Twitch. His name is something Sooty Pie, but he spelt it wrong. Instead of a Y for Sooty, it's an I. Someone tell the man to fucking fix that shit. I still, for some reason, get emails telling me I have unsubscribed from everything from this man, and then I still somehow get emails. It's fucking creepy. I'm like, he stalks me in my email, even when I unsubscribe from everything, and I try to get off the mailing list, and I get fucking emails. Every time this guy goes live, I get a fucking email. I have emails in my inbox of every single stream that he's done. So I don't know why you guys keep wanting to lie, saying he never did streams on me, too. That's fun. That's a fun one when you try to gas me with that. That's a good one. But they're still not doing good, by the way. So is that why you just sit on the internet all day attacking people all day, Bells? Is that why? Because you know you have no other content to make? So you just go around trying to bring down other people that try to make content because you're fucking jealous? Yeah, that sounds about right for all of you. Yep.
And causing me a fucking problem.
That's a multiplayer game, right?
Now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. If I stream a multiplayer game, people are gonna do what's called griefing. They're gonna, especially if they don't like you.
Precisely. Yeah. I don't. You know, I'm not gonna let that. That's bullshit. I go to No Man's Sky to fucking relax.
But the thing I noticed is that I think he did 2 streams about you, maybe that I remember. And
Well,
I think
I
they
know
were,
for a fact because I've got
yeah.
timestamps.
And
I
then
know
he
for a
had
fact that,
a,
like some of the big long streams where he would like pause a little bit and rant about me for a little while, or somebody
then-
would bring me up and he would rant about me for a little while. There was one live stream where he was threatening to, take great joy and passion and in destroying me. This is a quote,
really,
and that that he would find it fun to do so. There
okay.
was a stream where he was threatening to come back when,
Um,
and start a bunch of bullshit and drop an even worse video when my book went up again.
what I want to say is that he did those couple of like the video and a few streams about you, and then I think he did some game streams specifically, and then he had this thumbnail made that was like you, but it was still game streams when he started. I don't know. I
Yes.
don't think he was actually streaming about you. I think he was just
No,
using the thumbnail to mock.
some of those, and he uses my, caricatures of me to this day. I mean, who does that? That's fucking ridiculous. I mean,
Yo, guys, it's 2.5 years later. Well, that was 2 years later. All these people still doing it to me, and they started it back then. How pathetic is that, Bells? How pathetic that you and your friends all sit there and still meme me and shit when it's 2.5 years later. How sad and pathetic you and Sue and the professor and Kaylee and Valkyrie and Heather and all you fucking losers are. Just pathetic. You have nothing to do with your time, so you've spent 2.5 years on that when you could have been working on your fucking channels more. See, when I have to talk to you, it usually fucks me over. Although I think everyone's done with you people now and they just want me to take you out.
I'm an artist. I use my art to elevate people. I'm an author. I use my writing to give people an escape, to give people like a good story to, get their teeth into, like taking them to the world where the bombs have fallen. What do we do? There are a lot of people like that.
I think the intent of it was for one to be like a bit of satire and to get a reaction out of you. To sort of like he could play his video games. He could play his video games, but still troll you in a way.
Well, yes, and that's what he did because that has been what's been getting him views. And I'm sorry, that's disgusting.
I don't know if it necessarily. I mean, I don't know. It might get some views, but
So then what about when you and Sue and a bunch of people streamed my daughter's birthday? Was that disgusting? What about the fact that you still try to bring me up all the time, Bells? Is that disgusting? What about the fact that you're all still sitting on my fucking social medias trying to report them all the time? Is that disgusting? What about the fact you called child services on my home 15 times and cops on me a handful of times too? Hey, what about that? Why don't you tell us, Bells? Let us all know how disturbing it is when Suit Yourself attacks someone. Show us what kind of woman you are who sits here and plays victim to something like this and then turns around and does it with the guy to someone else. You do belong over here with the real stream news people. People that let men victimize them and then they go back because they have fucking Stockholm syndrome or something. No wonder why you guys are all mad at me for fighting off that guy in the elevator. You would have invited him over for the night, huh?
I think he feels that he can make a lot of entertainment. He's got this this GIF he made of either Queen turning into you or you turning into Queen, and it's like this transformation. Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I don't know if Queen is still in the chat ranting. I don't really give a fuck. Because that the cognitive processing therapy has injected me with the ability to not give a fuck to a greater extent, which is why I'm back.
One of the accusations being what is it? Were you on your way to the hospital? You were taking selfies? What? I've never heard that.
No. I was at the hospital. They hadn't taken my phone away, and I took a picture to prove that I actually was physically at the hospital. because
Okay.
people were already accusing me of that being fake, and I'm like, look, dude, it's not fake.
Well, I would recommend you don't do that. I think Queen of
No,
Spades did something similar,
yeah,
and
she did something similar, but
yeah.
you know, and you know, I've given people.
But that's what they want you to do, right? They want to push you into the hospital, want to push you to suicide, and then they say, all right, show me that it's true. And then you do, and then they use that against you. It's always the exact same thing, like over and over and over again with every single person that these people do. Over and over and over again. And they've been doing it for years. And then all these jackasses all sit here and watch it as entertainment. Or if they have it done to them, they almost get bullied into like going and hooking up with the dudes to do it to other people. It's the weirdest, cultiest, most manipulative, Stockholm syndrome thing I've ever seen in my life. But remember, I'm the crazy one because I don't want to go back and haven't gone back and haven't wanted anything to do with any of these people since fucking early 2020. Remember that. All right. And also remember, she casts spells and tarot tells her future, and she talks to the gods. She knows that they're real, and she talks to them in her living room all the time. Okay? So, we should definitely listen to this woman. She's obviously the woman who we should all be listening to and taking advice from in life. For sure.
Screenshots of the paperwork that I had when I came out of the hospital, which I'm not going to do again because that just leads to nothing good. I've learned my lesson of taking my blows, and frankly, I want people to leave me the fuck alone. I mean, you want to drop in on one of my.
Actually, I just want to point out, Bells, I actually stuck up for you for the selfie thing because I had gone through it because once again, I'm not like you people. And when people do things to me, I don't then turn around and cancel people for things that I do, right? I only cancel you assholes and do the things back to you now that you've been doing to me because I haven't done anything to any of you yet. I haven't done one thing to you. I've literally just sat here, done videos, done streams, and written on my community tab. That's it. That's it. But you've all gone around harassing me. You've called cops. You've called child services. You've reported my shit. You've false copyrighted me. You've tried to attach me to Chomos. You've sent Chomos after me. You've threatened me with revenge porn. It just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. All the things that you've done. Right? For 2.5 years. Because you are trying to cause someone to harm themselves out here. So let's see who it is first. Will it be me? Will it be Negs? Who will it be first? Will it be RSN? Will he OD on heroin? Will Wes finally OD from a fucking shot of meth in his arm? Because he's actually a really big meth head. Will Mrs. Parker finally die from the last crack hit? Or will her family get rid of her for good for all of us? Because she probably wished death on the family member that died. Because if I was experiencing a family member dying, hey, oh wait, that did happen to me, didn't it? You all attacked me during it. So I should care about you. Why? Again, I don't know why everyone's allowed to do whatever they want to me. And then I'm not ever allowed to fucking do anything back. I haven't done anything back. You all make up I do. So I might as well start, right? I mean, because if I'm going to be out here and I'm going to be blamed for doxing, I'm going to be blamed for swatting, you want to blame me for being, for getting Harold out of jail? I mean, I might as well help get Harold out of jail then. Because if you're going to blame me for this shit, I might as well actually do it. So let's see how this goes going forward, guys.
Streams and listen to stories about cats, or see me do a couple of tarot readings, or just hear me, stream of conscious babble about something, fine. But stay your fucking ass out of my shit unless you have something positive to contribute, because I'm not willing to put up with anybody else's toxic ass harshing my mellow.
Yeah. Now, since that has happened and some time has passed, you've had people from the Suit Yourself community reach out to you, and like you are good with.
Oh yeah.
Some of them are good people, right? Would you say?
Anybody that's had the courage to walk up to me and say, hey, I did / said shitty things and I'm sorry and you didn't deserve that. That's called courage. When somebody gives an apology with both hands and no butt slung on the end of it, that's integrity. And I will reward that behavior until and unless the person proves to me that the apology was insincere through actions later. I'm going to embrace them.
Okay,
Because
so
this is the thing. You applaud the behavior you do want to see, and you ignore the behavior you don't want to see. It's simple, psychological conditioning. That's
so
how.
while you and Suit have some personal issues, you don't condemn his entire community. You like there's some
No,
good
not
you
the community, because there's some people that, one person I will mention in an awesome way. Retro Reviews is kind of a goddess. I really like her. And she's close as hell with Suit, and she's also a moderator.
Yeah, that's the catfish. Remember the fact that it was Bells and Kaylee and Valkyrie and all these losers who got together and got Retro to do this. So it's hilarious now seeing that the only person Bells wants to talk good about, of course, would be Retro. You had to talk up Retro and talk how close they were together and everything, right? Because this is when he was still with Hypa. But y'all had already planned that, right? Y'all had already planned to like break them up and go in there. Again, I'm waiting for the honesty to come out from any of you at any time. But it's been 2.5 years and I kind of give up on that. I'll give up on the fact you all gonna admit that this has been a troll op since New Year's Eve. I'll give up on the fact that y'all faked the fucking doxing on New Year's Eve, right, Wes? I don't actually, I swear to God, you planned that shit. I give up. Okay. I give up trying to warn people. Whatever these people do to you, don't blame me. I tried to warn y'all, and you were all like, no, I actually don't want to believe you, queen. I want to fucking go. I even told Suit that Retro was a man. I tried to save him from this, and every step of the way, even at this point, I was still trying to save this jerk from this. You're welcome, Suit. By the way, how were the dick pics from Retro?
In my Discord, because she can keep the two things separated and just continue to shine light no matter who she's with, and that's beautiful.
Yeah, I think it is
I
good.
will reward that.
Yes, I think it is good when you can still associate with people that maybe they don't get along. Your friends don't have to be friends. So to speak.
Right, exactly. Because who am I to choose somebody else's friends for them? That's not only immature, it is just plain bad human. I want to be a good human.
Yes, and trying to think if there's anything else that we should probably cover. What are you doing now? Because I know you've come back to YouTube. You've proven that Apollo is real. What else are we doing on YouTube?
Possibly some chapter reads of stuff I'm writing or stuff I have written. Definitely some tarot readings, and maybe even some bones readings, that takes a lot out of me. So that's a real specialized thing. Maybe showing off shit that I'm making, because I'm in the process of making, that's why another reason the glue is out. I'm in the process of making my wedding headdress. So I might just stream a consciousness babble while I'm gluing things or beading. An example.
How did that wedding go, by the way, Bells? I mean, this was in 2020. You got money from Deity for your wedding. You had a GoFundMe going. You collected money from a bunch of people for your wedding, right? How did it go? I mean, COVID's been over for a while. You guys would be married now, right? Right? Because when you're actually in love with someone, like me and my husband, we just got married at a restaurant with like 20 people. I'm not the girly girl type that cared about all that shit. See, I'm just not that girl. And I didn't care. I just wanted to marry the man, right? That's all I cared about, was being married, marrying him. So I'm just wondering, you say you've been with this guy for 20 years, right? You wanted to marry him. COVID happened. You got all this money going towards the wedding. So you guys have gotten married by now, right? Like you've shown people the wedding pictures now. You're married to him, right? He's not worried at all about you streaming with Suit about other women for 12 hours a day or anything. Okay, I'm just, let me know how it went. I hope you had a wonderful wedding, Bells. There's no way that you're just a crazy jealous cunt with me, because I actually am married and actually do have a kid, and people actually do want to spend time with me, and I don't have to lie about my past to have a story, right? Yeah.
This necklace that I bought ain't going to stay the way it is. Because if you notice, you see how the bells are attached to these rods? If I break this apart, I will be able to have these standing up this way in a few places. And that looks really fucking cool. So there's a lot of repurposing and all kinds of shit that I do like that. I didn't have time to run and get it, but I have another headdress that I made that's got a bunch of bells and shit on it. It would probably take me too long to go in there, get the headdress, untangle it, put it on my mannequin head. But yeah, maybe next stream. You might see me doing some crafting. You're definitely going to see me having streams where I have Kara the Argue Bengal. One of my cats, the Bengal, her name is Kara. And she's a loud motherfucker, and she's very mouthy. And, I can set it up to where, I'm petting her and I've got her really spun up, and then be like, well, what do you think of the Trump administration? She goes, meh. It's really funny. So I'll have Kara the Argue Bengal. I'll have the other cats. You'll occasionally see my camera doing shit like this because some damn kitty is rubbing their face on it. That's what you're going to see. I'm not going to tear down anybody else. I'm not going to focus on drama. If somebody brings drama to my doorstep, I will ask them to stop. And if they don't, I'll hide them.
Yeah. I would say that the sort of content you were trying to make, probably, would you say that the origin probably of all this was being moderated by deity?
Not really. I had planned to do some shit anyway.
Okay, no, the origin of the drama stuff started there.
The origin of the drama, to an extent, yes. My association, and I wish Shiloh the best. She's an amazing woman. She's very, very strong. Regardless of anything else, I still really like and respect her. Another thing that probably caused it was the fact that people knew that I was talking to Shiloh.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't help. Any association of Onision, Chris Hansen tends to cause people problems.
Yeah, it creates a situation. And I haven't heard from her in a long time, and I'm sure it's just because she's busy, because fucking she's a recording artist. What time does she have for any of this?
Yeah, if any of the YouTube videos or anything like that, she has a lot going on constantly.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely I think getting moderated by deity is.
What about now, Bells? Are you and Shiloh really super close now? Does she know that you've become really close to Real Stream News and Suit Yourself? You should tell her. She'd be so happy to hear that. Go and let her know that after you modded for deity, that you decided to go hook up with the very people that said she was lying and attacked her over her trauma before they came after me over mine. Go let her know. She'll be real happy to hear it, I'm so sure. Us Canadians, we love getting attacked over our trauma.
Is what opened you up to all of this?
To an extent, yes. And also just me talking about too much of my personal shit. Boy, did I learn my lesson on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, never share your personal shit.
And I will.
I
will go ahead and say now, I have to take some responsibility. If I hadn't been making the deity videos, you would never been dragged into it.
Skits, love. No, you didn't do anything wrong. I did something wrong. The shit that happened, You
that,
know,
but
you were trying to do the right thing. We were just working at odds with the same goal. You were trying to protect people. And I recognize that. And that's, you know, I give you light.
yeah, it probably like what opened you up to the RSN Holly Undead stuff is we actually reacted to your scooter stuff on a live stream, and like